Now, from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Chris Bassett is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, he wasn't all that bad in his last one, pitching into the 6th inning to pick up the win. We'll see if he can go a little bit deeper in this one.
Stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Boston, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
First pitch on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Well, if you're superstitious and believe in omens, this is really a bad sign. First hitter of the game, first chance to set the tone, and he sails the throw. We'll see if that was a fluke or the beginning of a trend.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Pedroia is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Piscotty has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Here's J.D. Martinez looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you. All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's Mookie Betts. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave one, and now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Chris Sale is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Sale is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. A ball and a strike.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The next 3-2. Popped him up. Pedroia is under it. 2 gone.
Batting third, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High pop-up. Devers over to his left, and the inning is over. We'll move to the 2nd inning here in Oakland with no score. Next up for the Red Sox, Andrew Benintendi. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. To first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Now at the plate, Hanley Ramirez, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. From the stretch, and he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And quickly there are two away.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Raphael Devers.
Stepping in, Raphael Devers. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Hit on the ground to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Chris Davis now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11.
Chris Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Davis swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the BOS Sox are positioning themselves defensively. The guy I want to focus on is outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Also a hybrid type outfielder. Forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie Betts out there. But a guy who can play center with a strong, accurate arm, and we know he can roll the ball.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. A bouncer to the left side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
In now, Jake Smolinski. Fouled off. Smolinski hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Stepping in now, Josh Begley. Fastball right back to the mound. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Here's Jackie Bradley now, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Bradley Jr.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. Another 0-2 home. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Bounce to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Striding in, Christian Vasquez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's set, and the pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the concrete staircases and gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Missed with a slider. One out, nobody on. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Throw over to the bag. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. Into the box, Dustin Pedroia. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Bogaerts stands at first with one out. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Line softly toward the hole. Spin throw. Spin throw. Gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Now batting, designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Ready for another chance. J.D. Martinez. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses for ball one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Martinez has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
From the belt, the pitch to short. Taken in by Spielen. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. We played 2.5. Now 1-0 Boston. And that brings up Chad Pinder.
Leading off for the Athletics, center fielder, Pinder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Up around the face. And the changeup is way low that time. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Matt Chapman. He swings and grounds it to short. Bogarts has it, and there's out number 2.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Marcus Semien. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that finds the outside corner. And a neck-high fastball that time. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And that's the 3rd out. A's are gone in order. They're down 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts, as we begin the top of the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is Davis. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run there for Mookie. Second home run early in the year, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Set. Here's the 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Davis is under it. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Hanley Ramirez.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. Ramirez playing here in his age 34 season. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. And Ramirez will just try and work his way aboard here. It's 3-1.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Ramirez leads off first with 1 away. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
And that one just missed outside. Jackie Bradley Jr. will be next. The 3-1. Is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Payoff pitch on its way. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Striding in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here. The 0-1 delivery. Now a hard liner, but foul. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now another 0-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Boston. Leading off the inning, Jed Lowry, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
In tied at 93, ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Lowry waits, the 1-1. Sliders in for a strike.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Lowry swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for route number 1.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Here's Chris Davis now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 0-1 the count. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looks like he's seeing it pretty good.
Here now the 2-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
Well, he loses them there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Olson, a base hit in his first trip. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted the other way down the left field line.
Benintendi in pursuit.
2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Next up for the A's, Stephen Piscotty. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Sent on the ground out to second. Look at Pedroia. How about that? Any questions as to why this guy's a Gold Glover? Didn't think so. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Christian Vasquez. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Swing and a ground ball to third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Piscotti will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin Pedroia.
Ready once again, Dustin Pedroia, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The 0-1 on its way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Vasquez, base runner at first with 1 out. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Turned on down the line. This is foul for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. A runner on first with 2 away. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Vasquez is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Here's Mookie Betts. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. From the stretch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Red Sox strive for a run on the RBI double. Middle of the night at the Coliseum. Boston leads it 3-0. Now the A's designated hitter, Jake Smolinski. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. First offering on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Ready on 1 and 2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Josh Fegley.
Striding in for Oakland, Josh Fegley. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the
Boy,
place.
you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh and 1, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Set and the pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Ready for another shot now. Marcus Semien, 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Smolinski on third. Fegley over at second. Chapman at first, 1 gone. Hit hard up the middle. Backhanded. A bare hand for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Striding in once again, Andrew Benintendi. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. He's set. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. After it is Davis. One away.
Now batting, first baseman, Hanley Ramirez.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
One out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Into the box now, Rafael Devers. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Didn't get on top of the sinker at all, if that's what it was trying to be. It stayed high. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0. Digging in once again, Jed Lowry. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Second baseman, Jed Lowry.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Three and 0 now.
Well, ball 3, and listen, the Oakland A's right now would love to get this leadoff guy on any way they could. They would love a leadoff walk.
Three and 1. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Right side, hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Stepping in now, Chris Davis, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Ready with the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set with the 0-1. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off up for ball number 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Lowry on second. Olsen is over at first with one away. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Digging in to try it again, Jake Smolinski. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Bogarts. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now. Jackie Bradley Jr. No hits to this point.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
First pitch on its way. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. The 0-1 on its way. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher
Christian Vasquez will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 35, Daniel Calhoun.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. This will take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the 1-0. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Runner goes for second. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a soft liner. Foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Here's another 0-2. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A's bullpen does its job. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the Red Sox 3 and the A's nothing. Ready for another chance? Josh Begley, 1-for-2 on his line so far in the game.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 delivery. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Bradley is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Chad Pinder.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Lined into right, a base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Pinder, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Shoots this one over to first. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with two runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Ready once again, Marcus Semien. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The 1-1 home is in off the plate.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And to score, the runner from second.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the two runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Boston, number 37, Heath Hembry.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike one. Runners are at the corners with one man out. This one's down to third. Pedroia on the first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Digging in and looking for more, J.D. Martinez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Athletics, number 46, Santiago Garcia.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And with it, the Red Sox have taken a 4-1 lead. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Here's Mookie Betts. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Striding in for Boston, Andrew Benintendi. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot down the line. 1 out, nobody on. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. This will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. He swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2. Ground ball right side. Taken there by Lowry. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 4-1 Boston. Here's Chris Davis now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Hembry, a 6'4" right-hander. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Man, when you're winning on the road, the last thing you want to do is give the home crowd a reason to get back into it. Well, when you hit the leadoff man, that's exactly what you do.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Olson. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. From the stretch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And it's 1-2. Line towards center field. Bradley has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Boston, number 39, Carson Smith.
Stephen Piscotty will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. From the stretch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One ball, one strike to count. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Davis stands at first with 1 out. Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
So stepping in, Jake Smolinski. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First offering on its way. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. The A's strand one. They trail it 4-1. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Bradley Jr.
Emilio Pagan enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pinder is after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogart.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Now here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they lead it 4-1.
Your attention, please.
9th inning save situation coming up now as they'll entrust Craig Kimbrell with the baseball here as he'll try and close things out. Striding in to start the 9th, Josh Begley, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Two and two count. Here it comes. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
In now, Chad Pinder, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Bats on the run, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Standing in now, Matt Chapman, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Kimbrel pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Marcus Semien would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 pitch. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrel. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless 9th inning to pick up the save. Business as usual from one of the best in the game.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Boston led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Chris Sale notches his third win of the year. Craig Kimbrell hammers down the save, his 8th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Boston Red Sox hit 3 long balls as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-1. The Astros starting pitcher, number 43, collected win number 3 this year, helping the Stros take care of the White Sox 4-1. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Madison Bumgarner got the win, throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run as the Giants outshined the Angels 4-2. The Rangers combined for 10 hits as a team as they sank the Mariners 8-2. The Blue Jays amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 5-4. The Rays grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-2. The Cleveland Indians beat the O's in Baltimore 4-3. The Tigers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 3-2. The Atlanta Braves grabbed 13 hits in the game as they sealed the game with a walk-off win against the Mets 6-5. The Buccos knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 5-3. The Brewers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the visiting Marlins 11-2. Carlos Martinez got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run, helping lead the Cards past Cincinnati 3-2. Luis Castillo came away with a loss on the mound despite striking out 13 batters in the game. The Diamondbacks got 12 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Padres 6-4. The Colorado Rockies sent 3 balls into the seats as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 8-7. Max Scherzer earned the win, his 4th this season, leading the Nationals past the Dodgers 2-1. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.